Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our Sustainable Table webinar series. My name is Daniel Nosa, and I am part of the marketing and promotions team here at CFSI. For those who don't know what CFSI is, it is the Campus Food Security Initiative, and we aim to address food insecurity and foster healthier eating habits by creating easy access to locally grown or sourced fresh produce to plant-based products as well. We're all about healthy eating, and we are doing this webinar series to help promote healthy eating and show some great recipes that you can try at home. Today, we are joined by some members from the Student Government Association who will be walking through with us on how to make vegan peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. I have a huge sweet tooth, so I'm very excited for this recipe myself. It's going to be great. And after they walk through and show us the whole demonstration, we also have some guest speakers from the food pantry of UTRGV joining us to provide some information about what they're up to, what's going on with them. So stick around for that. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the demonstration. So let's say hello to the members of SGA.
Hey y'all, my name is Pablo Rojas. Everybody calls me JP, and I'm the Student Government Association president.
Hi everyone, my name is Samantha Lara. I'm the Chief Justice of the Student Government Association.
And thank you everyone for making some time to be able to join us in this amazing webinar that we partnered up with CFSI to promote better healthy options for the community. And today we're going to be baking I don't like to call them by the full name. I just like to call them monkey cookies, but the full name is chunky monkey cookies. And we'll introduce some of the ingredients that we will be using for today. So these are the bananas.
You'll need some almond milk or any other type of plant-based milk.
All-purpose flour.
1 cup.
1 cup. 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And baking soda.
I believe half a teaspoon of baking soda.
And also some walnuts. You can chop them beforehand. And also some chocolate chips, but dark chocolate chip chocolate chips.
And peanut butter is an optional thing to put in these cookies as well. So that's up to you all. And
I prefer them without peanut butter, but
so let's get started.
So first you're gonna get the bananas, and you're gonna dump them in one of the trays. And Sam will mash them up. And while she is doing that, I will be mixing the baking soda and the all-purpose flour. So that way when she's ready, I can be able to mix mine with hers, and we can start basically preparing everything so we can bake them.
So JP, do you want to tell our audience a little more about SGA?
Yeah. So basically, we are the Student Government Association, and the Student Government Association, we basically address student concerns. So anything that the students, anything that's going on in the student's life in regards to academics or in the community that in some way or shape or form affects UTRGV, we can be able to address those particular concerns. Like let's say class availability or a situation that is a social issue on campus, both in Edinburgh and Brownsville, all the other facilities that UTRGV currently has in place throughout the entire RGV. And me being a president, I can be able to address those concerns in a different scope than the rest of the members of the Student Government Association. And I will allow Samantha, which is the Chief Justice, to speak a little bit more about her branch.
So I am actually from the judicial branch, you guys, and basically I just make sure that everything is functioning well in our SGA, that all our members are fulfilling their duties appropriately, and that if there are any problems that arises, then I would get my associate justices, and we would basically just review any issues and see how we can resolve them. So it's very important that we make sure our SGA is running smoothly so that way we can give a better outcome to you guys, the students.
As you all probably have noticed already, SGA is separated into branches, regular government. To give an example, like the United States, we have the three branches. Well, in SGA, we also have the three branches, which is the executive, the judicial, and the legislative. So we're all separate and equal at the same time. And in the executives, it's me, the president, and also our two amazing vice presidents, Yahio Akuda from the Brownsville campus and Anase Cantu from the Edinburgh campus. And we also have our senators. I believe we have right now about 25 members in our organization. And there's 4 per academic college. So actually, we just got one member from the education college to be able to be appointed. So that's a huge, huge thing because there has not been as much representation for the education college. And his name is Rafael Torres. He's our newly elected senator, and we also have a new senator for the Brownsville campus, Jocelyn Guerrero. She basically will oversee anything that has to do with the Brownsville campus, the student concerns, and all that type of stuff.
So really quickly, guys, just to let you know what we're doing, I'm going to go ahead and add the plant milk, the almond milk, to our mashed bananas. And we're going to go ahead and mix that up.
And just to let you all know a little bit of the things that we are doing in the Student Government Association, we are implementing some initiatives throughout the summer, and one of them is a constitutional convention. So, Sam, would you like to tell them what the Constitutional Convention entails?
Yeah, so basically we are revisiting our Constitution, which was written at the start of UTRGV back in 2015, I believe. Yes. So it's time to, revisit that document, make some changes because, our university has grown a lot, and we want to make sure to be inclusive to all our students and all our campuses. So we're revisiting those documents. We're currently reviewing them. And around July, we are going to have a general info session for anyone to come to, any students, any senators, anyone who wants to just add any comments, ask any necessary questions. Y'all are more than welcome to do so, and we'll go ahead and announce the dates later on.
Yes. We're going to have one very soon, basically in the first 2 weeks of July. And then later on, we're going to have another series of them so that we can be able to let the student body know what exactly those changes entail and how it will affect them. So I'm going to start adding the baking powder / all-purpose flour. But I wanted to add it all at once, but Samantha told me that it's always best to add it little by little.
Now, just to let you guys know, these cookies are egg-free, they are oil-free, they are sugar-free. That's why we used very ripe bananas to go ahead and get a really sweet taste from the bananas without any extra sugar added.
More? Okay.
There you go.
Hi guys, I'm Jose. I'm part of the CFSI, and I'm just here to help JP and Samantha in their cooking. I just want to point out that we used no sugar in this recipe because overripe bananas, their starch starts to break down over time, and the sugar content actually starts to rise. So as bananas start to ripen, the sugar content gets higher. So it causes us not to use any more sugar. And also, ripe bananas, they boost higher vitamin C and antioxidant levels. And also, bananas help maintain blood pressure. They help reduce risk of strokes because of potassium. It's very high. Fiber in bananas help combat heartburn, constipation, and the stomach ulcers.
Also, just a little extra information. So for the Student Government Association, if you want to learn more about the Student Government Association, or if you even want to represent the student body in some way, shape, or form, we do have some positions available in both, well, actually in all branches, right? No, in both, oh, actually in just 2 more branches, in the executive branch and in the legislative branch. We currently have some positions available in the academic senatorial faction, and then we also have, I believe, we added 3 new positions as paid positions for the Student Government Association. So for those, make sure to apply through Handshake. The work study eligible, make sure to apply. It's for the FYI director and the Secretary of Communications and also the Secretary of Finance. So to give a little bit more of an insight of what the FYI director does or is basically the overseeing of a first-year internship program that basically immerses first-year students in university policy and also advocating in some way, shape, or form for the student body. All of it?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, these cookies do taste amazing. We have made them in the past, and that's when we realized that they taste better without peanut butter. Well, personal preference. I believe Sam liked them with peanut butter.
Yeah, I do enjoy peanut butter, especially with the banana. It just tastes really well, but if you don't like it, it's totally optional, not necessary at all. So.
Why did you guys add the flour little by little?
We added the flour little by little just because, like, it gets this really doughy consistency, and to add it all, it would have been just really hard to mix. And also flour, it can compact a lot very easily. So when you add it little by little, it kind of helps that the particles are separated a little more, and that helps with the baking process.
Do we have to use walnuts, or can we use something else?
Walnuts are completely optional. If you want to use any other type of nut, you're more than welcome to do so. We're just following the recipe. Preferably, I would have wanted no walnuts, but we're adding them.
Okay.
So, JP, do you want to tell the audience a little more about your past in SGA? What other positions have you taken?
Yeah, so I've been part of SGA almost for 4 terms. I was first in the first year internship. I was in the first year internship as an intern under the advisements of the VP and the president back in the day in 2018. And then soon after, I just fell in love with the organization. At first, I thought the organization was kind of like a student council, like exists in high school. But I soon came to the realization that it's not like that. And as I learned more in regards to student advocacy and activism, I decided to keep going with it. So I became a senator for the College of Sciences. And then when I was briefly a senator, I found out of a position that's called the first year internship program director. So I just read more about it. And also I found out that not only would you be able to basically teach the new generation, but also you would do some of the advocacy work that a regular member of the organization can be able to do. So I decided to apply, and shortly after, I was accepted to become the director, and that's where I met Samantha. Samantha is a product of the internship for SGA.
Yeah, so I had the opportunity to be a first-year intern last semester in the fall semester of 2020. It was such a great opportunity to get introduced into the Student Government Association without actually having to take up and that would require me to have a lot more knowledge. I didn't feel very prepared to jump right into a position such as a senator and associate justice. So the first year internship program was a really great way to just introduce me into SGA, and it also helped to teach me a lot. I got to be mentored under the past Chief Justice, Enrique Granados, and he was a really great mentor. He helped me so much. Unfortunately, he had to leave his position, but they encouraged me to apply because I mentored under him. And so I was able to become the Chief Justice around February of 2021. And so far, you know, we're actually filling the judicial branch up a lot more. It's never really been filled up before in the past. And right now I have 2 associate justices and 2 more coming in. So that'll be really great to see the growth of our judicial branch.
Okay, so I'm going to try to do my best to basically start transferring the dough onto the sheet. And Sam is going to help me make sure that I can make a perfect circle.
Or try to.
Try to at least. Okay. My circle came out perfect, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do another one. And the recipe basically ensures that you can make at least 8. One time we made it and we made 10. Okay. Also, all our meetings are for the public, for the Student Government Association. So how SGA basically works is that every student at UTRGV is part of the organization in some shape, way, or form. The only thing is that the only difference between a student and an appointed member is that an appointed member can be able to voice out their concerns for the student body. A student is always allowed to be able to be a part of our organization through Senate meetings. Our Senate basically functions through the chair of the Senate, Raul Ruiz. And if you all ever want to join one of our meetings, make sure to email him at SGA, chair of the Senate, at utrgv.edu. So that way you can be able to get the link and you can pop in and see what exactly we do. And also, if you have any concern, you can be able to voice it out there in the Senate meeting, and we can be able to address it as quick as possible. Okay. Yes.
For how long are you guys gonna bake the cookies?
So we're gonna bake them in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can adjust the time according to however long you think they need to be adjusted. For these cookies, they are a bit more, they have a fudgier consistency. So they're not gonna taste very hard or very crunchy or anything like that. They're gonna taste a little more, almost like a brownie-like texture. And that's because, you know, the banana is very soft and mushy. We didn't add sugar or anything like that, so.
And I think we did a pretty great job. Okay, and so that you all can be able to see a final product, we pre-baked some, and these are it. So this is the one with peanut butter, and these are the ones without peanut butter. These are my favorites, and well, me, because I'm JP, I get 3, but Samantha gets 1 because she likes peanut butter.
Thank you so much to SGA, JP, and Samantha for showing us how to make those incredible cookies. It looked amazing, delicious. Like I said earlier, I have a huge sweet tooth, so that looks like something I would absolutely love myself.